Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I am so excited for today's video. I've been sitting on it for a few weeks, maybe even a couple months now, just waiting for the perfect time to do it, and I'm so excited because it's finally here. So you can probably tell by the title, today I am trying out some Inkbox tattoos to give myself a temporary tattoo. I say a temporary tattoo, I'm actually doing 4. I've wanted tattoos for as long as I can remember, like literally before I was the legal age. I've always said I want a tattoo, I want one, I want one, I want one. And I'm now 22, turning 23, and I have still not got a single tattoo. I feel like I go through stages where I know what I want and then it changes and then it changes again and again and again. So I'm really hesitant to get one in case I just don't like it. That's the only off-putting thing. I feel like I'm someone that changes a lot with trends and I go through phases, as we saw from my archived Instagram photos video last week. I definitely go through a lot of phases. When I was younger, I always thought I wanted a tattoo in another language. I went to Brighton with my mum once and got a henna tattoo on my wrist in Chinese or Japanese. One of the two, I can't even remember, and I can't for the life of me think what it said, but it definitely probably said something like believe or something really cringy, maybe like beauty or something, thinking I was all deep and it was really cool because it was in like another language. But I look back now and I'm like, if I ever got that, I would have to go get it removed by now because I would have hated it. So that always really puts me off getting tattoos. So I thought, what better way to find out if I like a tattoo other than to get some from Inkbox. So I've seen a lot of Inkbox on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. To be honest, I've seen them everywhere. They're always being advertised to me, and I've seen a few people use them, but I've never really watched many in-depth videos about them. So I am going in a little bit blind today. I know the rough idea of how they sort of work, but I've not really seen anyone's reviews on them. I just sort of impulse bought them the same time that I bought the dye for my hair. Maybe I was starting to go through a bit of an e-girl phase or something because it was all coming out that night. I bought blue hair dye and I bought fake tattoos. It was all going off. The really cool thing with Inkbox is if you are quite creative or able to design a tattoo, which I definitely cannot do. If you can do that, unlike me, then you can make a custom one to get obviously made into whatever size you want. So if you have an exact idea of what you want to get tattooed on you but you're a bit hesitant, you can literally upload it to the website and then try this for however long it's going to last. I have a rough idea of some tattoos that I want, but like I said, I'm not the kind of person that's going to be able to design them. So I just got some that I thought were cool from the website, and I made one because it's literally a word, so all I had to do was type it. That's as far as my design skills went. Even though there are tattoos that I want that I can't try because I can't design them to upload them, it's going to give me a good idea of if I like the placement, if it feels weird having a tattoo there. Like, I always worry about the placement of tattoos, probably more than the actual tattoo itself. Like, is it going to be easy to hide if I need it to be? Am I going to like it? Like, if I get one on my foot, am I going to look at it every time I put socks on and think, oh, what's that? You know? I don't know, maybe I'm being dramatic, but we'll find out by the end of this video. So the first one is the biggest tattoo. Now, this one I just saw on the website and I thought it looked really cool. It's this dragon here, which I kind of want to name, but I haven't got a name for him yet. It's definitely a he, I feel like. Don't know why. Just giving me male vibes, you know. I quite liked the idea of a snake, but then I was looking at snakes and I was like, and I saw dragons and I just felt like they were cooler. So I've got a dragon, which I am going to be putting on my rib cage. This next one, if I'm being completely honest, I don't think I'd ever get it. I don't really know why I added it to my basket, but I did, so we're using it. It's this little flame tattoo. Now, no offense if you have one, there's nothing wrong with it. I just can't imagine myself actually getting this tattoo, but I thought it was just quite fun, so I got that, and that is going to go on one of my fingers. I'm yet to decide which. The next one is the one that I made. By made, I mean I literally typed it and put it in the custom made section and it got made for me. It's a little bit of a cringy one, I feel like, when I say it, but I just kind of liked it. I don't know, I was looking a lot on Pinterest and I saw someone had angel energy tattooed on like their hip, and I just thought it looked quite cool in the photo, and I liked the font and I liked the fact that it said angel. So I got this very small tattoo that says angel, and it is to go on my middle finger, because I just feel like there's some irony there. Like, an angel wouldn't put their middle finger up, and if I put my middle finger up at you, you're going to see the word angel. And I don't know, I just think it's quite cool. You might think it's cringy, and I completely understand if you find it cringy, because I think if someone said that to me, I'd be like, that is the most cringiest thing I've ever heard. But I kind of like it, so we're going to give that a try. So the next one I got is probably another one that I don't think I would get as an actual tattoo, but I will know by the end of this video, I guess, whether or not I like it. I did get it custom made again because I wanted it a certain size. Like, I wanted it really, really small. So I had to like type it in, choose the font I wanted, and make it as small as possible. So it's this tattoo that says 1998, and my plan is to put it right by my birthmark on my arm. So I have a birthmark here, and I sort of want it here above my elbow, say 1998, which is of course the year that I was born. And normally I'm not like against tattoos that say dates or anything like that. Like, if it's a special date to you, get what you want. Like, at the end of the day, it's your body, get whatever tattoo you like. But I never thought I would want my year of birth on me. Like, I didn't think that was really my style for myself. But I don't know, I quite like it. I really like the font, and I think the fact that it's near my birthmark might be quite cool. So we'll find out by the end of this video. I'll either like it or I'll not like it. That was really anticlimactic, wasn't it? So they're all the tattoos that I got. And I'm not gonna lie to you, they look scarily easy to apply. Like, I am concerned that I'm gonna mess it up, so I feel like I've got to start with a tattoo that I don't like the most and take it from there. It's like almost like a practice run. For that reason, I think I am gonna start with the flame on the finger first, because it's probably the one that I care about the least, if you know what I mean. They all come in like a little packet, and inside that you get obviously the tattoo, a primer wipe, and then just the instructions with it. And on these instructions, it tells you your tattoo longevity. So whether you're putting it on your bicep, forearm, hand, thigh, calf, or ankle, and then it tells you how many days it will stay like a fresh look, and then sort of between what days it'll be more of a faded look. So it says on here the timelines: application time 1 to 2 minutes, leave it on for 60 minutes, your tattoo will darken within 24 to 36 hours, and it will last between 1 to 2 weeks, which I think is actually a really good time span. I thought it was going to last a little bit less than that, to be fair, so we'll see. Okay, so I have to prep my skin with the primer wipe, and then apply the tattoo and leave it on for 60 minutes, and then remove everything. Avoid excessive movement and sweating. My room gets so hot and I sweat easily, so fingers crossed I won't ruin the tattoo. Oh, I kind of want to put it on my middle finger on this one, but is that a bit much if I have one on that one and that one? Nah, I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm going to have 2 tattoos on each middle finger. Sue me. I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel. You can't really see it, but this is what it sort of looks like now. It's really faded blue on clear, and I'm just going to place it on my finger. Okay, so I've just placed it on my finger here to make sure it's firmly on there. It's a little bit lopsided, but we move. Okay, so that's how that's gone. I'm now going to go put on the angel tattoo, and then I'll be back to show you one of the easier to show tattoos, because I feel like the rib and the arm one is going to be a bit easier because the fingers are a little bit fiddly. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put the dragon one on, because they're so easy to do, and that's actually quite a big tattoo as well, and I'm convinced it's going to be just as easy as the finger ones were. So you might have to bear with me, because I'm going to be lifting the top and doing the tattoo. So first of all, you're just going to open up the packaging and get the primer wipe that comes inside. Okay, now I want it to go about here, so just sort of on my ribs. So I am going to wipe this area. Now that I've done that, I am just going to open up the tattoo. Okay, then your tattoo should look like this, and you just want to peel the back off of that. And you just peel it like so. It should just look like that, and then you need to peel the border off. Okay, so 60 minutes has passed, and I'm about to peel them off. And then once I've peeled them off, they take 24 to 32 hours to develop, so I'll be updating you tomorrow. Cool, so then it just stays there in the bluey green colour, and then in 24 to 32 hours I think it was, it should go to black. Cool. I'm a little bit more scared for the ribcage one because I feel like it's going to be a bit of a mess. It's such an awkward place to have it, and the plastic keeps like crinkling, and I just feel like it's going to be a bit of a hot mess, so we'll see. This was the really difficult one. Oh, but it came off well. Okay, I thought it was going to come off more smudged than that, to be fair. Can you see that? I don't know. I thought it was going to be way more smudged than that, so good job. I thought that was going to come out way more smudged because this was really hard to deal with. So maybe there's hope for the dragon after all. We shall see. I can't see that well, but I kind of thought it was going to look worse. And we've just got this one left, so that is my birthmark, and then obviously I've got 1998. All of them, apart from the 1998 and a little bit of the dragon one, all of them came off completely from the plastic. But the 1998 one, I can still see a little bit of the blue on the plasticky bit that I peeled off. So I'm not sure if it could have done a bit longer, even though I did leave it for an hour. So if anything, I left all the other tattoos on for longer than what I should have. The only reason I took them off when it hit like dead on an hour for like the 1998, so the last one, is because the dragon one was getting really uncomfortable. It was just in a bit of an uncomfortable position to be sitting with it, and it says like to not move excessively, and I was trying my best not to, but it was hard to just sort of stay in one position. I was worried about it moving, and I just sort of wanted to take it off. But maybe the 98 could have been on for a bit longer, but I'll wait and see what it looks like tomorrow. Hopefully they'll be black, and we shall see. So I'll check in with you tomorrow. Hey everyone, so it's been a few days since I took the tattoos off and let them develop. So I'm going to show you what they look like now and give you a little review, my final thoughts, what I think I'm going to get, what I don't think I'm going to get. Let's go. So the first one we have is the flame tattoo. Now the flame tattoo, I don't really like it that much. It's definitely not one I'm going to get. But it probably is the one that came out the best. Like, it didn't smudge, it didn't really, like, yeah, nothing really went wrong with it. It came out the most pigmented. Yeah, it definitely came out the best. And bear in mind, that's the one I left on the longest. So it definitely had over an hour on my skin. So if you are going to get these, I'd recommend leaving them on for longer than 60 minutes. Don't see myself getting the flame tattoo. However, it definitely came out the best, and yeah, it's probably not my favourite out of them all, but it's not my least favourite. We then have the angel tattoo, which just needs to be more spaced out. And obviously I typed this into the create your own section, the customise section, and it is quite hard to tell what it's going to come out like, because on the website you can see it on a hand, on an arm, all that stuff, but not a finger. So I was putting it on someone's hand and just sort of using that as a rough guide. But overall, I'm just not really feeling the finger tattoos in general, which is an interesting turn of events, because I have thought that I'd want a finger tattoo, and now having two, I am not keen on them at all on me. The biggest reason being, I'll be doing something and I just see them and I feel like my hands look a bit dirty. Yeah, I'm just not really feeling them. But I think also the fact that it's not a real tattoo, so now once it's starting to fade, and some of them are a little bit smudged, and I think there's different factors that play into that, but I just don't think I would actually get a finger tattoo now. Next up we have the dragon tattoo, which I really like the placement of. However, it is a bit smudged, and the reason it's smudged is because when I put it on, I obviously then went and sat down and waited for 60 minutes, but your girl has rolls, I'm not going to hide it, I've got rolls, and the plasticky tattoo bit sort of was moving on my skin, and when I peeled it off there was loads of like crinkles in the plastic, like the film part, and I think that's definitely created it to smudge. I actually like the dragon and I like the placement, but it's very smudged, which has now made me like dislike the dragon. Does that make sense? Yeah, I thought the dragon was quite cool. Again, I don't know that I love it enough that I would go get it tomorrow, but I do like the idea of a dragon. I don't know why, I think that's kind of cool. And then lastly we have probably my favourite tattoo, which I am shocked by, and it's the 1998, which is on my elbow by my birthmark. I got this as a sort of last minute, add it to the basket, never thought I'd get it. Like I said before, I didn't think I'd ever really get a date on me, but I really like the placement. I love the fact that it's by my birthmark. I really like the font as well. I feel like the font is quite like in recently. I don't know, you might disagree. Like, I know Bill really didn't like the font, but I liked it. I love the fact it's by my birthmark. The only thing is, obviously I can't see it, so I kind of did forget about it, to be fair. But it came out really well. It is a little bit faded. It could have done with a little bit longer. It's not too faded, but just a little bit longer I think would have made it pop a bit more. It's probably my favourite because I feel like it's the least problematic one out of all of them. And they are all of the Inkbox tattoos in all their glory. If you are considering getting a tattoo and it's your first tattoo, or even if you have loads and you're considering getting one but you're just not sure, like I know my friend is considering getting a neck tattoo, and hopefully now we'll go to Inkbox first just to try it out, because I would definitely recommend. I might sound like I'm being negative because I don't like the finger tattoos and my dragon one smudged, but that's not because of Inkbox. They're me problems. They're definitely me problems. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what your favourite tattoo was, or if you're going to get one from Inkbox. I'd love to know what you're going to get, because when I looked on Inkbox there were loads and loads of designs. I was pretty overwhelmed. It was hard to pick. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.